time for Bronco Brad from Luv Ford in Henryetta.
Down in Oklahoma, there's a place called Henryetta. They don't allow no dancing in that town. So if you want to mix the sexes, then you better go to Texas, or you'll be in the city jail for the sun goes down.
Good morning, Green Country, and welcome to Bronco Brad Show at Luv Ford in Henryetta, America, the crossroads, the center of the universe, Highway 75 and I-40. And, of course, we have got some great people in Henryetta, and I'm still going to say that even today. And you on the radio probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but by the way, my listenership, remember I said 25,000? We're inching up, man. We're like 500, over 500 now. Thanks a lot for all that. But anyways, so yeah, I've got a special guest today, Mr. Michael Dickey, the mayor of Henryetta. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You bet. Happy to be here, Brad. Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me back.
Man, love this guy. Love always having him around. He's works for no pay for the city, does a great job, and has little time. So always glad when he can make it in here. But, Mr. Mayor, if you didn't know this, back in the day, we had some great people come from here.
Some legends.
Legends. Like a 16-time world champion, bronc rider, bull rider, all-around cowboy, Mr. Jim Shoulders. And also, we had a football player that hailed right here, just a stone's throw away from Luv Ford. You can throw a rock over there at Cameron Field. He is a 3-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer. He's got his own beer. He's the last Dallas Cowboy to win a Super Bowl, and that was a long time ago, folks. He also commentates right now. He's got his own beer, 8 Beer. I'm talking about Mr. Troy Aikman.
Another Henryetta Cowboy.
Yeah, that's right. 2 Cowboys. That's a good call. Yeah. We're the home of the Cowboys. And then we got a cowgirl who is one of the greatest actresses of all time. The theater at Henryetta High School is named after her. You probably didn't know that. See, I like to enlighten you guys about this great town. Yes, she's one of the greatest actresses of all time. She played in movies that won Oscars. She won a Tony. She played in great TV shows like Designing Women and Bewitched, the great Alice Ghostly. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah. And, of course, we got Don Parker.
That's LUV, baby.
That's it. Folks, they're doing it again. American values for American values. Employee pricing. It's back. You know, last year we did this thing, the employee pricing, and we were like, I don't know if that's kind of a great deal. It turned out to be a really good deal. And this year they've tweaked it. It's a little bit better. There's a little math I got to do to get out there to you, so I'm going to do that. But I'm telling you right now, it's a good time to buy. Get on out here. Come see us. But anyways.
Does that cover the predominance of the different vehicles?
What's that?
Does it cover the predominance of most models, different vehicles? Or?
Yeah. There's a few things excluded, and it's the things you would think, like the Raptors and stuff like that. This is woohoo, I think. So I'm excited, man. I think we're going to save a lot of people some money. And, of course, you get the 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new Luv Fords. It still don't cost you anything. You get, and, again, this is a good time for us because we always say, Mr. Mayor, that, hey, this is no cost to you. And since right now the cost is everywhere the same, you can see because you're getting it.
It's added value.
And
no additional cost.
The value. It is actually no cost to you. 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty added on all new Luv Fords.
And that's not just good at Luv Ford and Henryetta either.
You're talking about when you go get it repaired?
If you had to have it repaired.
Yeah. When we got people buying it, I mean, California, Florida, Tennessee, yeah, they can take it to a local shop. And we purposely did that because, I may not always be here. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. So my promises may not be good if I'm not alive, right? So we make sure you're covered. And then on our certified pre-owned, which is our Luv certified, you get a 7-year, 150,000 add-on mile warranty, which is also good anywhere, Mr. Mayor.
So that's in addition to whatever the miles is on the car at the time they buy it.
75,000 goes to 225. So, yeah. And then, I package all that up and I pick one lucky winner who buys a car from me this year and I pay it off up to $50,000.
Such a great deal.
If you pay cash, I reimburse it.
Did that at the beginning of this year?
Mm-hmm. We'll do it again.
Gentleman from Omagi, right?
Oh, yeah. Great guy. And we got very lucky that it was a great guy. because I don't like writing checks to bad people.
Right.
But I will.
Ride to whoever wins it, right?
Yeah. So doesn't matter. you can be a no jerk off, and we'll still pay it off. So yeah, Mayor Dickey, thanks for joining us again. And really, I mean it this time. I really mean it this time. So for you out there that don't know, last show I talked about the tremendous tennis courts we got in this town.
Correct.
And we do.
Right.
I mean, I think for anywhere, they're like world class.
Sure.
Like in Denver, they would stand up, right?
The school has some there, and then the ones that belong to the city on Main Street, the predominant amount of care comes from like the tennis club, the tennis organization that's here in town that volunteers and raise a large portion of that money to get those courts redone. We appreciate those efforts, working together with the city along with private individuals to make that happen for the town and for the kids. It's a great opportunity for those around here.
Yeah, of course, and they're awesome, and which I talked about on my last show. And I'm also proud of the success of the teams because that's probably the most successful sports program
Currently going in Henryetta.
maybe ever.
Maybe.
Right. And, I just kind of brought out there that I think we should have some basketball courts that are kind of in a good area. They don't have to be anything special, just kind of where kids can congregate.
Right.
Maybe. And I just through my experience, and I know things have changed because I'm an old dude, right? But back in my day, it was hard to find people that would go play tennis with you. You get lucky because actually I did go play. Shh, don't tell anybody. But I'd go out and play, and tennis courts were nowhere nice as this thing. But a lot of days I couldn't find anybody who wanted to go out with me, right? A lot of non-tennis players out there. But you could always walk to a basketball court and find somebody, a bunch of guys,
right,
and play, congregate, and it kind of kept you out of trouble. If we keep 4 or 5 kids off of drugs, that seems like it'd probably be a good thing. I don't know. I got a third-party company that is, because I'm no genius at this thing, to help me on my social media posts.
On your promotions, your social media aspects, or TikTok and Facebook and
all that.
I don't know what else you're on.
I don't know all that stuff. Content that I want to get out there to the public, and I haven't had time to do a lot of content. So unfortunately for these guys, they've had to take clips out of the show. And they also use AI to kind of help them too. And on the last show, even though we talked glowingly about the courts and the tennis team, they chose not to put any of that surrounding stuff around my joke about basketball and the tennis courts.
So I think AI probably
boom, here you go. This is the
takes
funniest
inserts,
thing.
makes reels, boom, those are out there, right?
This is the funniest thing out of the show they put out there. Well, a lot of people didn't think it was so funny. But they did their job. You're supposed to get views and more interactions. Job well done, I guess. But my main thing is to sell trucks, so it don't really matter. So, anyways, a lot of irony came out of that show because, one, I like tennis, and two, we had a passing of Daryl Sheets. You ever watch Star Wars? Oh, yeah. Speaking of passing, we had another Hallmark passing this week. Jesus had his final judgment day. And, yep, he heard David Allen Coe.
An infamous legend.
A legend indeed. He wrote Take This Job and Shove It.
Right.
What else he wrote?
He wrote Tennessee Whiskey. He was the first one to perform Tennessee Whiskey ever. Everybody thinks Chris Stapleton or this other guy. There's 17 people who've done that song. That's David Allen Coe.
He's one of those, I had a place down in Lawton a long time ago, and I would bring in acts and stuff. And, you'd bring in the new acts like Ricochet I had out here. I had them down there.
Right, right.
And they were new and big at the time. That's how old I am because they're old now.
Back in Lawton.
In Lawton, yeah. And they'd come out there, the hot act, Mark Chestnut, all that jazz. But I'll tell you what always rang the bell and people came out of the woodworks was these old honky-tonkers like David Allen Coe.
Right.
He's going to be missed. And, of course, he had one of the best bar and dance songs ever. You Never Even Call Me By My Name. Of course, we didn't appreciate it here in Henryetta because we couldn't dance till about 10 years ago.
That's fixed, right? Now we can dance. That's
That's
all we
fixed,
want.
man. Y'all did it. Y'all got that law passed.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he was the gambler, right?
Right.
He passed away. He actually took his own life.
Yeah, at a young, relatively young for. I mean, he's around our age.
Well, he's about our age, right? But a lot of
I'm
people
still
are
young.
saying,
Hell, I'm still in my prime, Brad. You know.
yeah,
So.
yeah, you are. I'm sliding. yeah. But he took his own life. A lot of people saying it was cyberbullying. So I had a little rant on that, and said, "Hey, don't do this." You know.
Right.
You know, I called myself out. Hey, don't give me messages that this camera adds more than 10 pounds, you fat bastard.
If you see me in public, you know I got more than 10 pounds extra on me, right?
So you know what I mean? And I said, don't slam the girls and all this and high school and this. Man, don't do it.
Right.
I called my own shot, right?
Yep.
So, and it was taken out of context, but AI and my third party, they took it out of context and put that out there. But still doesn't matter. It was a joke. It's nothing to get all offended about. But, you know, there's people everywhere, right? And people aren't going to like you, right?
Sure.
Even you.
Plenty of people
You're
don't like
the
me.
most likable guy in the world. But
I don't know
there's some
about
people
that.
out there.
But yeah, there's plenty of people who don't like me.
And they're going to take every opportunity, even though they probably watch the whole show, to take that and say, "Ooh, look at this!" Right? And then it starts and it snowballs and whatever. So I don't know if you know this, but found out yesterday a company called or messaged, and Google is now aware of this.
Really?
If someone, they can detect when a deceitful or just oblivious rating comes out.
Really?
They go, oop, flag.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got a notice from Google?
I got a notice from a company that Google,
gotcha.
yeah. And I said, I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool. About time, I guess. But anyways, it was a joke. And I guess it hit close to home because and we all gravitate to what we're good at, right?
Sure.
And well, we should.
Right.
And if you have pride in something, school or whatever, and I do in the green country, you gravitate to what's your best. So I can see how people would take offense to this and fighting mad. I get it, but hey, let's have a conversation. A couple of years ago, we went to a 20 group meeting of Ford dealers. We talked about these too, and I think I talked about this in a show back then too, where after the meeting, everybody wanted to go to this piano bar, and we're at the piano bar, and I think I paid like $350 to keep the Boomer Sooner thing going.
Right.
And Florida is SEC country.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So I had Rocky Top coming on, getting money shutting me down, and Bama and Georgia, and it cost me a little bit to keep that Boomer Sooner going.
That Oklahoma pride going right there in the middle of it.
Absolutely, man. Right? And at the time, we weren't the greatest thing in sliced bread and football, right? But
Still
Oklahoma.
Always.
So I ran into some Bama fans out there, some big, beefy Bama fans that I really, at 50-something years old, didn't have no business talking to like that. But it turned out we were okay. But in the middle of the conversation, he's slamming my Sooners, and I said, "What about softball?"
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm fired up about softball. Why? I'm sure if Patty hadn't won 7, 8 national natties and smashing home run records out there, maybe I wouldn't talk so much about softball, right?
It's hard
But I
not to.
did. But they're like, "Is that what you got? Softball?" Hey, that doesn't take away my pride and doesn't mean I wasn't putting up my dues. But that kind of hit home.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm talking about softball in SEC country.
We're not talking about football
And I
or
still,
basketball
and
or
I
baseball.
still will.
next time.
I still will, especially right now. So
right.
go Patty and go get them. But Mayor, you know when things in our country, half the country is up in an uproar.
Yes.
What do we say? or we used to say, I don't know if we even say that as much anymore because it's really getting out of hand, but we always say, no matter how bad it gets, we still live in the greatest country of all.
I still believe that.
Of course we do.
100%.
Right? You've had to hear that from a lot of patriot people. We still live in the greatest country of all. They're probably saying it in the Great Depression.
Still no doubt we are.
No doubt. Well, I still believe, thanks to your tutelage, that I live in the best town in the world. So I don't, all this that's hit us, I still believe that I live in the best town in the world. So I'm proud to be here.
I'm proud to be here. This community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody rallies behind each other.
Great people. And
It is.
like I said, people aren't going to like you, but I've had a lot of people support and call and talk to me, and that keeps you going. And I have a lot of great friends here. You know, I still have friends from elementary school that I still talk to, and they're a lot of my best friends. 40 years of friendship, you can't just that's a good friend, right?
That's correct.
But since we've been here, some of my best friends in the world are from right here, and they're good people, and I love this town. I don't know if you want to claim me right now, but
I claim you.
I love you, brother. And one of my best friends is actually, ironically, maybe one of the best tennis players to ever come from Henryetta High School.
Is that right?
Yeah, he won some of those state championships. He's got that blue and gold jacket. You know, he was an all-stater. And I rib him sometimes, right? I played what we call the big three, football, basketball, baseball. And I rib him because that's what we do. We rib each other. And he throws it back at me, too. Doesn't mean I don't like tennis. I actually like tennis. Yes, all you people, if you want to come in here and talk tennis, I'll talk tennis with you. I watched tennis back when Bjorn Borg was playing, and Connors, and Lindell, and Boris Becker.
Right.
And Michael Chang. Can y'all spit out Michael Chang? I had a Pro Kinix racket. Y'all don't know what that
I
is.
always remember John McEnroe, Andre Agassi, those people.
Agassi. Who didn't love Agassi? Right. I loved Agassi. Right. I watched that Pete Sampras hitting 14 grand slams. Thought that would never be broke. And then it rolled into what we had with Federer. And like, oh my goodness, this is never going to be broken. Here comes Nadal. Love that Nadal. And now Novak he's got 24 wins. And by the way, Margaret Court has 24 too. And he's still playing. What is he, like 40 years old?
Oh, yeah, is he right at 40 or just over? I mean, he's a little over 40, yeah.
And he was in the Wimbledon finals.
Right.
And I did wake up with cherries and breakfast. And
Watch Wimbledon? Yeah.
A lot of you, did you do that? No. But I did. But doesn't mean I can't joke with my friends, and all you are my friends. And that's why we do this.
So this community's always supported all of our athletics, you know. My senior year, two of my best friends, one guy played tennis, one guy played golf. And I can't remember if it was a senior year or not, but the school was down on funds, couldn't support all the programs. They were going to cut, believe it or not, golf and tennis.
Yeah.
Which is two of our most successful programs, right? The community, the town, the booster clubs rallied around and raised the money to keep those two programs in the school.
And I think that's what's got to happen. Right. And it's awesome. And a lot of universities are doing that right now.
Right.
They have to. You think, really, most schools, most universities, the football program is the only one that makes money.
Right.
I bet our softball team makes money, but I'm not 100% sure that it does at OU. There are some schools that basketball programs like Duke, North Carolina, they carry the load. They make money. But for the most part, if your football team ain't making money, you're toast.
Because you can, it's hard. You got to buy secondary market tickets to OU, OSU football games. You can usually walk in and buy. The stands aren't always full at the basketball games for those places. You just go and get in, right?
They're never. And even OSU used to pack the house at Gallagher, Iowa, when Eddie was there,
right?
And it's even suffered, but and we did too when Billy Tubbs was there. But Lloyd Noble is a ghost now.
That era's gone.
Yep. So, but Duke and them still bring the house. But if your football team really pays for the rest of the sports on the whole thing, so a lot of schools they have to cut those other programs, and it's a shame because a lot of these athletes spend their whole life doing this or don't have a an avenue to do what they do.
Right.
So it's a sad thing. So yeah, which is even cooler about Henryetta and other high schools that got to do the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It takes a lot of money to put uniforms on these kids and dedicate another staff member and get them out there and travel. Travel's a big thing.
Right. The support of the community is what it takes. Even whenever I was a kid in school, there was that, like the tennis program in the summertime. Stan Swiden, a graduate from here in Henryetta, owns the Capriati's, like at Tulsa Hills, the sub shop there. That's where but he did volunteer, did that, did the summer tennis program. And I was out. I remember being out there in blue jeans playing tennis in the summer. He's like, "Son, you got to get some shorts to wear." So I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And people, I had a wooden racket back then. It wasn't tight or anything, but I'm out there, playing tennis. And I think that the program now they donated tennis rackets and backpacks.
Yeah, they do, and they do a good job of that too. Right. I think they have a program, maybe it's a week or two in the summer, where they, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they bring in a bunch of kids and donate rackets to all of them. But still, after all that's gone, it's kind of hard to fill those courts out there. And I've asked for 25,000 people to follow me and join me and like me. So when you do that, you're going to get some people that don't like you. And those are the people we're going to talk up. If you go to Texas Roadhouse and they want you to leave a survey, who are the people that leave the surveys?
People that are unhappy.
The people that got to fly in there to you, right?
Right.
Everybody else is like, I had a good time.
Yeah, you sell them stuff and go, you know what? This place was so good. I got to leave a good review, right? It's always go, this sucked. I'm making sure everybody knows about it, right? That's how it goes.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. And, we're always working. So, but yeah, man, you do a great job for the city, brother.
Thanks.
The city is good. It looks good. We have opportunities for growth, and that's what I try to bring out in this show. And not that I know anything, but I think when I bring stuff out and other people bring stuff out, it gets people thinking. Usually I don't like it to be thinking about wanting to chop my head off. I want them to think about how we can make, I don't know, another 100 square feet better in this town and go from there, and another 100 square feet and another 100 square feet, and then you got something. Right. And that's what you always kind of try to look at. I think I've been to some of your meetings, and you do a good job, man, directing the whole thing.
Try to keep things on track, keep things focused. The thing about my position or any of the other council members' position, the best thing you do is get good leadership for the city underneath it, city manager, that sort of thing. And then that city manager puts the right places, the right individuals and the departments that need to be to run those. David Buller's really streamlined that for us and got us, he's been here for 30 years. He's worked in almost every department. The only place he didn't work was City Hall.
Which is awesome. He's got knowledge on every aspect of it.
So he also sat back in all these years and he knows what's going on that shouldn't be going on. So some of the first thing he did is fix that. So he's done a great job for us. So, I don't know if you noticed, we did some paving on streets here in town recently.
Yes, I have.
That have needed it so badly. It's been, a decade probably or more since we paved anything. Doing those, we're going to pave out to the hospital, widened out to the hospital. A lot of great things going on with that. And actually the paving we just finished up this week is last year's money, fiscal year's funds. So hoping to do at least as much as we did in the past few weeks again later sometime this year. So,
and that's another thing. When you decide on something and you allocate funds to it, just like sporting programs, I would think, now you're at the mercy. I can't pave that lot over there until we get those gas tanks out, and I'm at the mercy of that getting done. So you got the money, we're going to build these streets, and now it may be 6 months to a year before that actually happens.
Right, and you understand, so we develop a budget by June of each year, right? We develop that budget. Right. That's projection on sales tax revenue and money that comes in from water, sewer, that sort of thing too. So we run off of sales tax. Or anything extra we do comes off that. So that's projected. You still got to collect that throughout the year. Right. So the state takes in taxes. They distribute to us what we are. So it's not like, oh, we got the budget. We budgeted to do it. Well, we can't start it right away. We got to wait till we've collected that money to be able to execute that. So this is how it works for the city.
Back to the sports. We got the Thunder, who are awaiting their next victim. I feel pretty good about back-to-back for the Thunder.
It's looking good. It is looking promising for sure.
Looking good. And hopefully we get J-Dub back here in maybe a couple more games, maybe only one. Get back and take this thing home. Girls softball team, they're probably going to get to 200 home runs. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep the record because UCLA is right behind them. And our freshman Kendall Wells, she's going to easily break the record for most home runs in a season too as a freshman. But I don't know if she's going to keep it because they got 2 girls in the 30s at UCLA. One's 3 behind her. So she could break the record and lose it too. But anyways, they're having an awesome year, number one in the nation. And Alabama boys. I'm still talking about softball. They're awesome. And just to let you know, since our little conversation, I know you're listening to this show. We beat your brains in twice. We're better at football too.
Welcome to Oklahoma softball.
Oklahoma softball. Good stuff happening there. Baseball, we're down to 5th. We need a little luck. We need to get into the top 4 so we can have 2 buys. But it all is happening. I think I'm going to go next week to Fayetteville, go watch our boys play.
All right.
That's another great thing about Henryetta America. It takes me the exact same time to get to Fayetteville as it does to Oklahoma City or Norman to watch a game.
Right.
Almost exactly.
Yeah, jump on I-40 and go, right?
Yep.
It's just right there.
It's not that far away. So that'll be a good time. Hopefully our boys can get us to Omaha. And, of course, if they get to Omaha, I'm going to Omaha because they go, I go. Very good dude.
Don't think I told you. My daughter found out Tuesday she got accepted in a nursing school. And she's going to go be right up the school at OSU IT. One of the greatest places around here for not just kids, even adults to go to. That's where I graduated from.
I usually have, I don't currently, but I will in August again. I've sent several kids. I try to hire kids from the area or kids that want to move to our area and see promise in them and send them to school.
So the automotive program there?
Pay for the school. They have a great automotive program.
They do.
They have a Ford asset program, so they go to that. It's 2 years. They get to work through the whole thing. I pay for their school, and they come out and they're a certified master technician.
You go on and get ASE certifications and all that.
They're ASE and Ford certified.
Yeah,
all the way. It's and they get some hand-on experience there, but it's not like real life.
Fortunate for this community that it's right up the road. It was like 15 minutes from anybody's house right here in Henryetta.
Well, it's fortunate for me too, because it's 14 miles. There's a lot of Ford dealerships out there that they either got to find Ford classes out there all over the country to get into, and good luck getting into some of them, or they got to ship somebody to a school like this, and they're
usually if that
4 hours away.
Yeah, they're going to have to send them up here, put them in a dorm or something like that.
Yep.
Where they can still go there and work for you
and still work and make a living. Yep, absolutely. So. Great all-around thing, and it's right in our backyard. A lot of people don't even know it, but it is. And kids, you got something to look for, and you can stay in this area and have good stuff.
Save you some money from having to go get dorm rooms or apartments or share that with everybody else. It's just right there, and it's a great commodity, great resource.
A lot of good stuff in Green Country,
right?
And that's why I love it. It's the best place on earth. And only getting better. Come on in, say it, employee pricing. I'll get you some more information on that. We'll talk about it. It's a great time to buy. I'm going to give you the most for your trade. Luv Ford and Henryetta.
That's LUV, baby.
Peace.
LUV, baby. Go to Henryetta, that old law is bound to get her, 'cause in Henryetta, them